Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Caroline Tricky, a dietitian and eating psychology coach, and this is my podcast, The Art of Eating, where we ditch diets, banish food rules, and rediscover the joy of eating. And today we're diving into one of the most overlooked, underestimated, and straight up game-changing elements of weight loss, your mindset. And we're going to explore if your mindset could just be what's holding you back. So diet culture loves to tell you that weight loss is all about cutting carbs, counting calories, or finding the perfect plan. And then just follow that, they say, and the weight will fall off and you'll live happily ever after, right? But diets don't address the way your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs drive your behavior. And here's the thing, if your mindset isn't on board, no amount of kale or cardio will get you where you want to go. You'll keep trying only to find yourself back at square one, frustrated, exhausted, and wondering why nothing works. You might even be thinking, I just need a better diet, or I need a better exercise program. But what you actually could be needing is to adjust your mindset. So let's start by getting clear on what this word mindset actually means. So mindset is simply the way you think about yourself, your abilities, and what you're capable of achieving. Think of it as the lens through which you view the world. Every experience, obstacle, and opportunity is filtered through this framework. And when it comes to weight loss, mindset is either your biggest cheerleader or your loudest heckler. For instance, do you think, I've blown it now, I'll just start again on Monday? Or do you think, one meal doesn't ruin anything? Let's move on. If your mindset leans towards doom and gloom, guess what? That's what you're going to get. Your mindset isn't just a passive observer. It's the driving force behind your thoughts and actions. And those actions, what you do, determine the results you get. How you approach challenges, handle setbacks, and celebrate wins all stem from your mindset. And your mindset affects how you navigate weight loss. So humans are basically storytelling machines, but some of the stories we tell ourselves are absolute nonsense. Stuff like, I've always been this way, so what's the point? I'll never have the discipline to stick to anything. Or, everyone in my family is overweight, it's genetic, why bother trying? These stories, whether you believe it or not, become self-fulfilling prophecies. They predict failure and then, surprise, surprise, they come true. Why? Because if you believe you're doomed, you'll unconsciously act in ways that make sure you are, even if it goes against what you actually want. So this is why mindset work is so important. And let me be clear, mindset work isn't about slapping on positive affirmations or forcing yourself to think happy thoughts, because frankly, that shit doesn't work. True mindset work involves uncovering deeply rooted beliefs that are holding you back and reprogramming them to align with your goals. For example, let's say you're someone who believes, I'm an emotional eater, I'll never lose weight. If you hold on to this belief, every time you have a tough day at work or are feeling bored and end up emotionally eating, your brain will default to, see, this is just more proof that I'll never lose weight. And as you can imagine, thinking that way will not help your weight loss endeavors. Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist from Stanford University, has done groundbreaking research on mindset, introducing the concept of fixed and growth mindsets. Her findings are incredibly helpful when it comes to understanding how mindset plays a role in weight loss. Now, before diving into the differences between a fixed and growth mindset, it's important to understand that we aren't always one or the other. In fact, it's quite normal to have a growth mindset in some areas of life and a fixed mindset in others. For example, you might approach your work with a growth mindset, believing you can improve and succeed, but feel stuck in a fixed mindset when it comes to weight loss. So a fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, creativity, and even your character are set in stone. They're fixed. With a fixed mindset, success is due to natural talent, what you're born with. Mistakes and slip-ups are seen as proof of limitations. Those with a fixed mindset tend to value results and avoid mistakes or failure at all costs. When it comes to weight loss, a fixed mindset might look like the following: believing no matter how hard I try, I'll never lose weight, or my weight is just the way it is. You can be setting goals based on results, like focusing solely on reaching a specific number on the scale or losing a set amount of weight. You can resist change, where you prefer the comfort of familiar diets or routines, even if they haven't worked. And you can view slip-ups like overeating as proof that change isn't possible. You could also compare yourself to others and think, I'm just not that motivated, or I can't do what she does. As you can imagine, this mindset keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and discouragement, making it so much harder to make any steps towards progress. So that is a fixed mindset. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is the belief that with time, effort, and persistence, you can change, improve, and learn. Success is viewed as the result of dedication and hard work rather than innate talent. In weight loss, a growth mindset looks like this: having hope and optimism, believing your weight or health can improve over time with consistent effort. Focusing on skills and behaviours like eating slowly or tuning into your hunger cues rather than chasing a number on the scales. Embracing discomfort, understanding that change isn't easy but is worth it because it leads to growth. Viewing mistakes and setbacks as proof you're learning, not as failures. And finding inspiration in others, thinking, well, if she can do it, maybe I can too. Or, I wonder if her strategies will work for me. With a growth mindset, you're much more likely to take consistent action and achieve success. So, in summary, a fixed mindset thinks, I'll never lose weight, this is just who I am. A growth mindset thinks, this is hard, but I can figure it out. See the difference? The fixed mindset locks you in a box. The growth mindset hands you a sledgehammer and says, time to break out. Let's go. So if you're realizing that you have a fixed mindset around weight loss, don't panic. You're not doomed to stay stuck there forever. You have the power to change. You can change your mindset. The science of neuroplasticity shows that your brain can change. You can rewire the way you think. And here are 3 strategies you can use to do just that. So the first step is becoming aware of how you're thinking. After all, you can't change what you don't recognize needs changing. Pay attention to your triggers, the cause and effect moments when you're tempted to give up. For example, if you emotionally eat after a tough day, notice what story your brain tells you. See, I knew I couldn't do this. Instead, channel Nelson Mandela's wisdom and one of my favorite quotes when he said, I never lose, I either win or I learn. Reflect on what happened, adjust, and keep moving forward. No one gets everything right all the time. That's just being human. Instead, adopt the mindset of someone with a growth mindset, which is when they mess up, they reflect on their effort, assess their strategies, and look at what worked and what needs tweaking. They don't see mistakes as proof they're incapable, but as opportunities to grow. Honestly, the times I've learned the most in life have been from messing up. When everything goes perfectly, there's not much to learn. It's the challenges and slip-ups that teach the best lessons. Remember, you're either winning or you're learning. The second way you can start to shift your mindset from fixed to growth is to swap outcome goals for process goals. So instead of setting an outcome goal like losing a specific amount of weight by a certain date, focus on process goals, how you show up and what you do daily. For example, rather than aiming for a number on the scale, commit to forming helpful habits like eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full. It's natural to celebrate the big milestones, But remember that those outcomes are only possible because of the consistent effort you put in along the way. The work you do daily is what drives results. Relying solely on the number on the scales to measure success can be a trap, especially if progress feels slow or stalls. This can lead to frustration and make you want to give up, even if you're making meaningful changes that will eventually get you there. But when you value the process, the effort, the learning, and the consistency, you're less likely to feel defeated and more likely to look at what needs adjusting and keep going. So celebrate the small wins and focus on the journey, not just the destination. By appreciating the process, you'll not only get the results you want, but also grow and learn along the way. And then the final change to help you swap from a fixed to a growth mindset is to use the word yet. With a fixed mindset, you believe that you are what you are and that you are stuck with your lot in life. Simply adding the word yet can transform fixed mindset statements into growth mindset ones. For example, I can't do this becomes I can't do this yet. I don't have the skills needed becomes I don't have the skills needed yet. And I'm not good at this becomes I'm not good at this yet. The original statements can reinforce the idea that we are who we are forever. This small addition of yet leaves room for growth and possibility. And I'm guessing your weight may not be where you want it to be yet. Words are powerful, and this small addition of yet to fixed mindset statements really can make a huge difference to how you feel, and how you feel influences what you do. So that's what I have for you today. Mindset could be the missing piece to your weight loss puzzle. By swapping a fixed mindset for a growth one, focusing on the process over the outcome, and embracing the power of yet, you're setting yourself up for real lasting success. I really hope you found this episode informative and super helpful. Thank you so much for tuning into The Art of Eating today. If this resonated with you, be sure to subscribe, leave a glowing review, and join my 5-day Eat Consciously free challenge to feel more connected to your body, your food, and your fabulous self. Head over to my website, Caroline Trickey, that's tricky with an EY.com. And remember, food is here to be enjoyed, not feared. Catch you next time on The Art of Eating.